Hey y'all, this is the 101 Tailored Tax Tips ebook video series. This is tip number 8, prepare, don't fear. And this is still in the tax planning category. The whole idea behind prepare, don't fear is when you are following the incentive book that is the US tax code, when you are working with qualified tax professionals who are tax strategists and advisors who are helping you to understand how to plan, arrange, and manage your tax affairs so you avoid taxes and you pay the minimum taxes allowable by law and not a penny more. If you're documenting all that you're doing, so this is similar to tip number 8, and if you have all the records that you need, then if and when an audit comes, you don't have to be afraid. I've shared in tip number 8 as well that it's your tax strategist that could actually go and represent you in the audit. So as you begin to think differently about your tax affairs, keep that in mind. The most important thing is the law allows you to manage and arrange your tax affairs to avoid taxes and to pay the minimum allowable by law. So as long as you're prepared and you have the documentation that you need and you have the professionals that you need to represent you, or if you yourself are comfortable representing yourself, which is not advisable, but each American can do what they find to be in their best interest. But if you are prepared and you have the documentation you need, you have the rationale, the thinking, the explanations of what you did, why you did it, how you did it, then you are going to be in a much better shape. So then you don't have to stay in fear or live in fear of being audited because you're prepared. That's the tip, y'all. So let me pause here and say, if this video is something that has been useful for you, won't you please like the video? If you would like to be notified when the next video in the video series is going to be released or published, won't you please hit the notification bell? If you think others would benefit from this video or any of the other videos in this series, won't you please share? And I would love for you to get into the comments and drop me some notes so we can engage. Let me know, is this tip useful? Have you had experience preparing yourself for an IRS audit, or are you mainly living in fear of being audited by the IRS? And then here comes my disclaimer. So this tip is shared based on my education, my experience, and my expertise in managing my own tax affairs. I am not a qualified tax professional, so therefore this is not tax advice. If you think this tip would be beneficial for you, I highly recommend you work with a tax professional to look at your circumstance to determine whether or not this tip would work in your situation. So that's what I want to share, folks, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.